Okay. Welcome, Nostalgia Modern Rail Trains. Just about to drive a train here through Cajon Pass. Burn the PC. Why? I'm gonna drive this train through the Cajon Pass here. Let me just get it. I know I probably didn't get like the whole train correct, but I really have no idea how the daylight was set up, so I just did it by random. Don't ask why I'm doing a double header. I just felt like adding a double header because why not? Just do it. Okay, but still, why would I want to burn my computer? Act upon your impulses and do it. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but okay. Whatever, let's just get this train moving. Mars light. Here we go. You know, I think these two steam locomotives sound pretty good together. You know, the Southern Pacific GS4 and GS2 together at 4433 and 4410. I know the daylight hardly did any double headers. I just felt like doing a double header for this case. Which Lord knows that hey, SPGP4H2, not much. I'm just driving a train through Cajon, Southern Pacific daylight. Once again, I don't think the train itself is accurate. I just did it by how I thought it was. But because I know sometimes it was in a specific order, but I don't know how it was, so. Maybe disable junctions. Here we're going up a gradient, so that's why we're taking a little while to get into speed. Hey Gino E, how's it going? Oh dang, that's right, this track that crossing sometimes fail to activate. I believe that High Desert Trains has a consist and you can download. I believe that High Desert Trains has consist, you can download that into our train. Huh. Hey Gulf Breeze Entertainment. Wonderful. Are you cool? I don't know. Am I? SP Daylight doubleheader, right, let's go. Here we have GS4 4433 leading with GS2 number 4410 in trail. Are you cool? Are you cool? Am I? Saw a train today. I went out filming. Oh, cool. What train was it? High green. What's the rarest train you caught? The rarest train I caught, probably Norfolk Southern 238, which had a Union Pacific AC60 leader. Well, it was a AC60 rebuild, but I still counted it as an AC60. It had an AC60 and a GEVO trailing. The AC60 was leading. Just caught the Amtrak on the local CP line. Oh, that's cool. And hello, Fiona Lever. How's it going? I'm just gonna... And welcome, Tropical Railroad Productions. How's it going? It's 70 degrees outside. It was 80 degrees yesterday. Let me just go up here and we can get a little run by of it. Train or what's going? Yeah. Milepost 477, I think that's what it says. Yeah, 477. Just vibing. Huh. Would you rather eat bananas for your whole life or eat a train for your whole life? If you were to eat... Seriously, if you were to eat a train, that would just kill you. But, well, eating a banana, I mean, you know, you stayed healthy, so... I'd say eat a banana. Do you have you heard the user Trainz Guy 4501? I don't think I have. You can imagine seeing the Santa Fe Super Chief and the Southern Pacific Daylight race each other here. That would be interesting. I wonder if that actually did happen several times back then. Maybe, maybe not. Welcome, Christian Ches 97. How's it going? Going only 35 miles an hour, jeez. Do you know A-Train 4014 Productions? I don't think so. I'll try not to spam in this stream. I mean... Alright. Rounded around the curves. Is Santa real? I don't know. Jeez, I remember when I was younger, I used to think the Santa Fe Railroad was actually owned by Santa Claus. I was stupid back then. Oh well. Do you have a pet? I have a dog. I have a little black pug. Chicago Railfanning. Everyone knows Santa is not real, huh? Once again, I actually used to think the Santa Fe Railroad was owned by Santa. Still trying to learn the basics when it comes to trains. You'll get there eventually. 475.2. Imagine a Santa Fe Claus or Santa Claus Fe. Yeah. Thought the same thing. Plus, wasn't it like back in the 50s? Like, wasn't it like the Santa Fe Railroad was actually heavily associated with Christmas? Because I remember seeing lots of old 1950s Christmas advertisements with trains, and they always have like the Santa Fe Super Chief on them. Just what I remember. Santa Claus Fe boy. There's a lubricator right there. Over the lubricator. Our wheels are lubricated. What up? Hey, Damon Live. Not much. What about you? Round and... Yeah, hey, GCR Productions. Just driving a Santa Fe, or not Santa Fe, Southern Pacific Daylight. Did I miss anything? No, you didn't. I'm just driving, once again, driving a Southern Pacific Daylight. I'm just double heading, because why not? I meant to comment my Railfanning account. Oh, that's fine. Just got GS4 4433 and GS2 4410 in trail, pulling the daylight. I just felt like doing this because why not? How was your Christmas overall? It was good. Got some pretty cool things. Came from Minecraft Sunday stream. Huh. I used to think Santa Fe was owned by Santa when I was a kid. Yeah. But once again, wasn't it like the Santa Fe was actually associated a lot with Santa Claus anyways? Lubricator. You know, I think one of the reasons why there's so many track lubricators around, you know, desert rail areas is because, you know, wheel lubrications kind of wear out easily in these kind of conditions. But I could be wrong, I don't know. Also, I have exciting news to y'all. Oh, what is it? I wanted to share it with you and everyone else in chat. Okay, going ahead. Milepost 47473. Let's just say I won a Nintendo Switch Lite from a giveaway I joined. Oh, congratulations! See, that was so. You know, that's kind of ironic because, you know, the last stream, you know, you and I were talking about the Nintendo Switch, and now you won a Nintendo Switch Lite. So good job, 10 out of 10. Just figured out how to run 2 trains at the same time. Yeah. One thing I will tell you, ETS2 Fanatic 4581, is that Nintendo Switch Lite, it's still the same as like the regular Switch, but it doesn't hold as much. So what I think you can add in like an external memory card on it, so you can put more games on it. So just letting you know that if you can, get yourself a memory card for it. Milepost 472. Polar Express theme intensifies. Paramarquette 1225 wants to know your location. Why? Oh yeah. I'm currently waiting on Jenna Gaming contact with me. He's the maker of the giveaway I joined in. Well, once again, good job. Really, how ironic, you know, just the last stream we were talking about Nintendo Switches, now you just won a Switch, so good job. This is one of my YouTube friends here. Huh. I bet you can get some really scenic shots if you really Railfan the Cajon Pass. Because one of these days I'm talking about going out west. I wanted to go see the Tehachapi Loop. You can imagine Railfanning the Cajon back then, seeing the Super Chief, the Daylight, big old oil trains, and whatnot. I don't know why, but I keep remembering this rather hilarious route that I've seen on Download Station. It's called Steamies versus Diesels in all caps. Should I look that up on Download Station? There's like 20 different versions and sessions of it. When I downloaded it, it was just blank, unfinished words. Dang. That's it. I got a Pepsi to drink and to celebrate this. Cheers. gonna later on hook up my PlayStation 1 and try the new games I got for it. Because I got some new PS1 games for Christmas too. Speaking of Cajon Pass, I saw 318. Oh yeah, the 7551 East to Santa Fe Intermodal, and those were horrible wrecks. But you know, God bless the people involved in those wrecks. But of course, I'm pretty sure those weren't the first 3 wrecks on the Cajon Pass. There may have been more before that, because Cajon Pass has been around since like the 1880s. So, in fact, I've heard of one source to happen back on the Santa Fe way back then, that they had a steam locomotive pulled past their train, then the boiler exploded. But I heard that. That's what I heard once. But that was a real long time ago, and the files for that wreck are completely gutted, like they're gone. Losing brain cells, yeah. Yeah, I mean, those were horrible wrecks. But they happen, it just happens. Like the SP7551 maybe would have been prevented if they had the correct tonnage listed. The intermodal would have been corrected if they actually checked did a brake inspection test. And I forgot what the manifest was all about, but yeah. I watched a program about the 1989 Cajon Pass runaway where, the Southern Pacific 7551 East, derailed into a housing estate. And then, not long after that derailment was cleaned up, a huge fire broke out there, which makes it all the worst. But again, they just happen. Wrecks are inevitable. Like, they're going to happen at some point. Like, just recently, like, Norfolk Southern 20W derailed with Norfolk Southern 8099 leading. Yeah, I think that was the one I was talking about, yeah. Rio Grande 464. Speaking of the Rio Grande, I have a lot of appreciation for the Rio Grande. The Durango, Silverton, Cumbres, Toltec, Rio Grande, narrow gauge railroads, because, they still have a lot of the narrow gauge steam locomotives there in service. Thunderbolt 1000, Siren, yeah. Manifest had a kink just like the intermodal. So the manifest also had like a loose brake or something, like a air pipe hose was disconnected. Because I think that's what happened on the intermodal, like an air pipe hose was disconnected, and that's why the train didn't even stop or something. GP60M leading, if I remember. Yeah, it's a shame that 8099 derailed, but don't worry, she's fine. She's just been delivered to... I think she's just been delivered to Altoona to get repaired. Of course, the crew's okay with the 20W. Like, the crew's alright. What do you guys think was the worst train wrecks ever? Like, for me, honestly, I have to say that one wreck that happened, I think it was in England, where 3 trains collided into each other. Or that one 2005 Japan derailment, or the Casey Jones wreck. Those were the worst wrecks I can think of that happened. I find Santa Fe overrated as well as Southern Pacific. Respect. I mean, to each his own. You can think what you want to think. For me, I think Conrail is incredibly overrated. But yeah, those are the worst train wrecks I can think of. Was that one wreck in England where 3 trains collided into each other, as well as the Casey Jones wreck and the 2005 Japan wreck. NSG-23. Oh yeah, the Sandersville collision, yeah. You know, I actually caught the NSGVO 8123, and that was one of the units involved in the collision. I caught it leading 154 once. And that was the sole survivor of that wreck. The SD4-2 and the Dash 9 were gutted like that. Oh yeah, the Lock Mechanic can wear the BN 5017 that was the runaway. That would have been prevented if the crew of that train actually knew how to actually tie down a train. The Big Bayou Canal, oh yeah, that was a horrible one. The Chatsworth collision. Yeah, the Chatsworth collision, I think that was one of the collisions that finally led to positive train control to be implemented. When some CSX units were leading against the train with... It also caught on fire, yeah. Yeah, the fire, that was a huge fire. It was a horrible one, too. I still remember the locomotive there, like, that was unit number 5017, a C30-7. Wasn't that unit scrapped after that wreck? Because I've heard other sources that said it was put into dead storage not long after the wreck. Castleton, yeah. The Big Bayou and the ANWP, yeah. Well, you see, you think about that, any disaster can be preventable, but, you know, just human error always strikes. Maybe it would have been prevented if the crew knew how to tie the train down, but they just didn't do it right. Like, I think to properly tie a train down, you actually stop the train there, cut off the locomotives. By cut off, I mean turn off their engines, and then you set the handbrakes on the first half, on like less than first half of the cars, and then sometimes it's all the cars, but on Norfolk Southern I hear it's like most of the time it's like less or more than half of the cars to have their handbrakes set on. I think that's how you tie a train down. But the crew of that train didn't do it right, and it just ran away because it was on a downhill grade. Sad. Railfanning K Trainz Productions made a documentary about the CSX NWP accident. Oh yeah, I haven't seen that. You know, I still remember I've been especially studying the Casey Jones accident that happened back in 1900. You know, on the Illinois Central. You know, Illinois Central 382 collided into the rear of a caboose that struck Casey Jones in the throat and killed him. BNSF 4801 was deemed total loss, yeah. But of course, the thing I do find interesting as well is about that Casey Jones derailment is that not long after that derailment, when Illinois Central 382 was repaired and put back into service, it went on to be involved in 4 more derailments and accidents. Chase, Maryland, oh yeah. Chase, that was a horrible wreck too. But again, that would have been prevented if that crew was not on drugs. But at least the engineer of the Conrail train, I think it was the engineer, at least the engineer of the Conrail locomotives actually acknowledged that what he did was, you know, completely stupid. And he actually did take full responsibility for it. Yeah, hey, Brendan. Long time no see. Oh yeah, like that was a Big Boy 4005 derailment. It derailed because it went too fast across the switch. Yeah, the Illinois Central 382 went on to have 4 more accidents, and because of that, it was deemed that this is obviously all conspiracy stuff, but or I wouldn't say conspiracy. It's obviously like a bunch of, what people say, but I think it's still interesting. They called the 382 like the Casey Jones haunt because, that engine was so famous with Casey Jones that that people said like he haunted it or something. The collision in 2008 would have been prevented if the engineer was using his cell phone. Yeah. Remember, don't do drugs. Amen. Drugs, they will ruin your body. Not only will they risk your health and stuff, they'll also make you do some questionable things. Like, they can kill you. Yeah, 4005 is on the static display. Yeah, that's actually kind of impressive. They preserved a locomotive that got into a pretty bad wreck. The Union Pacific 4005. But of course, the big boys, they were so well made that, 4005 was just easy to fix. If I remember, the 4005, it was speeding down the, I think it was Sherman Hill. Or was it Sherman Hill? I don't know. It was somewhere on the Sherman line or something. And then there was a track gain out. They were working on a switch, but then they didn't realize the 4005 was coming. And then right when they realized that, the 4005 went on that switch and went too fast and plopped down on the ground just like that. Running 4449. No, we're running. I mean, I guess you can say close, but it's not exactly 4449. It's 4433 along with 4410. A UP Challenger. No, I'm not really aware of any Union Pacific Challengers that got into a wreck, but I'm pretty sure some have that I'm just not aware about. Red Desert was, yeah, but isn't that a part of the Sherman line? Something. I know it was somewhere outside like Cheyenne or whatever. For some reason, one thing I really like about the Sergeant Civic GS class is the drive wheels have the stars on them that spin like that when they're moving. I don't know, I always like that. Wait a minute. An American Truck Simulator, UP 1943 has a Gevo car body. Huh. I don't know, maybe they're... Of course, a game like that, they probably don't know much about whatever, so they're just doing things just based on what they think. I gotta do some stuff, okay. I call the big boy old timers. I mean, they were made in the 40s, so I guess you can do that. But of course, it's impressive to know that 4014 is back in service now, and it's also impressive knowing that there's so many UP big boys still. There's still a good amount of UP big boys out there on display, like 4005, 4006, 4012. 4024, I think, and amongst others. Came with the Wyoming map on DLC, yeah. And Union Pacific is unbranded in it. Yeah, they probably did that just to avoid copyright. Because that's what they always do. They always remove certain logos just to avoid copyright issues. .4023, yeah. I think that's what... I don't know, I don't remember too much exactly. I mean, those are ones I wasn't aware of off the top of my head that are still on display. I mean, I've heard possible rumors that Steamtown might be... I heard lots of rumors after 4014 was restored that Steamtown was going to consider restoring 4012, but then it was confirmed that they were just going to cosmetically restore it, and which they already did. So, but it would be cool seeing two big boys in service. But of course, you know how big they are, it would be expensive. That's where Pixar come up with their own railroad schemes, yeah. Believe it or not, Red Desert was over 200 miles west of Cheyenne. Yeah, right. I don't know, I don't remember this kind of stuff too well. You know, I'm just going to go and exit this route, and I'm going to hop onto that custom route that I'm still working on just to do some more updates. And here's the custom route that, again, I'm still working on. Like, I did some updates earlier. Like, I had this gas station here, and I did some changes to the rail yard back here. Let me just find it here. Which, here it is. I did some changes here. I added some few extra buildings and other scenic props. I've yet to extend it, the base plates here, so I can do whatever. I don't know what to add here, because I feel like I should add something in this little empty space. Maybe like a road that leads to the yard. I'll put like a dirt road here. I was putting this little dirt road here. This leads into the yard. You can add a lot of dirt here now. Yeah, it's not exactly dirt, but oh well. Just doing what I can do. Dirt road. Of course, I'm gonna add a little stop sign here. Let's see here. STOP. 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 That's it. Just stop. Nice looking route you got there. And thanks. I'll give you a tour here in a second if you want. And welcome, Splatoon Trainz fan. Nice to see you. So, on this route, this is going to be for my fictional train series, North Valley Short Line. If you didn't know, Brendan. Hold on, let me straighten out this track here. Let me fix this track here. It looks a little... Let me, welcome back, GCR Productions. You didn't miss much. I'm just on my custom route again, just doing some changes. But so on this side of the route is the rail yard that I'm working on. It's mostly done. I'm just adding a few extra things here and there. Like I added a fuel station here. There's another fuel station right here. I added some extra buildings and a little private crossing here. And there's an abandoned switch tower, which this one may look familiar because this switch tower is actually the one that's in Altoona, Pennsylvania, I believe. Here's the first crossing. I have a few crossings on this route too, because why not? This crossing is the old Wishbone Gate crossings. And yes, I put a E-bell on it because I wanted to put a bell on it. And these Wishbone Gates don't come with bells for some reason. Don't ask why. And then Nothing really down this way, but there's a farm. There's like a signal maintainer shed right here. Signal maintainer's point here. And then here's a farm back here. You see that wheat field on the left there. So here's a farm here. Add this because why not? And then there's a gas station that I just added here this morning, actually. Then right here, just because you got this little like abandoned car shop here and a cafe. I had this random girl right here that I found on download station because why not? Here's another crossing. It's mostly a custom crossing from from the back shops. Which rip the back shops because I love the back shops, and I put a GS Type 1 E-Bell because why not? I actually remember seeing those wishbone crossings in the background of your Toronto Rail series. I don't remember that exactly because it's been so long since I did Toronto Rails anyways, but yeah. Yeah, I do think that Toronto Rails would have turned out better if I actually had better ideas for it, but the only reason why I canceled it is because I completely lost the motivation for it. Plus, yeah, I was just out of the Trainz attitude by then, Trainz mood. Yeah, here's another crossing here, just old style cantilevers with 8-inch lights. And then here's the town. Just a basic town, nothing special. There's a McDonald's right there on the right, and there's a station right here, which I'm going to add more to the station soon. There's a little crew office there. That's supposed to be a crew change point. And then here's a defect detector with another crossing. With this crossing has wigwags. It's the first crossing I installed in this game. Or in this route. The wigwags. I really like wigwags. And those annoying bells you're hearing is that church. I had that church because why not? No, this isn't Toronto's Rails. You're out. Yeah, it's not supposed to be based on Toronto Rails, but yeah. Once again, maybe Toronto Rails would have panned out better if I actually felt like actually doing it, but I just didn't like how it was turning out at that point because I was writing pretty crappy scripts and stuff. I was making pretty crappy scripts and that just didn't work. SD70 McDonald's. And speaking of, I wonder if there's Plain County Fair is still there. No, it was actually right here where these buildings are. I just put that generic Ferris wheel there as like a scenic prop, but the McDonald's is still here though. That matters. You know, McDonald's is pretty nasty in my opinion, but oh well. Or you know what? Let me do this. Let me find the there you go. It's back. The Plain County Fair. It's back. Right here next to the CSX line. Yes, 10 out of 10 fair. Gets really, really, really good business. So the North Valley side so far is nearly done. I'm just adding some extra details and whatnot, and I'm trying to finish up the yard. And then once I finish up the yard, I'm going to start work on the CSX side. Some letters we're using in Turkey does not available in some countries, but in Germany, like they using U as O. Huh. So I might have to add another cluster crap of trees here. Once again, I said this in the previous streams, that if I were to describe making routes in a nutshell, my only answer is trees. Lots and lots and lots of trees. Once again, thank goodness train splines exist. I like McDonald's, but I can handle your opinion. That's kind of fair, yeah. Just in my view, McDonald's is not the best. But because of how I am, like, I can't eat certain foods, so... yeah. I'm a very different human being. I can't eat certain foods. Which to one average person, that sounds like I'm making up excuses, but I'm being serious, I can't. You may have heard of Santa Fe Claus. No. You may have heard Santa Fe Claus and ST sending McDonald's. Now get ready for Onion Pacific. Oh, are you quoting that one old tornado video about that stick man that tried capturing a tornado? Are you talking about that one old tornado video about that stick man that captured a tornado somehow with his custom built gun? Because I remember that video, like, it had a train in there, it said Onion Pacific. That was kind of funny. Onion Pacific. I don't use tree splines a lot. Well, I do, because I'm too lazy to spam like 10,000 trees all over the place. No, but now you remind me of Texas. Oh yeah, it was kind of a funny video. Like, you know, the stick guy. There was a tornado warning. The stick guy ran down to his basement and built a tornado capture device ray gun. It's kind of funny. But I see Onion Pacific everywhere in cheap. Yeah, like that's all they use is Onion Pacific. Like, everyone uses Onion Pacific because they don't want to get sued by UP. Of course, yeah. Should I have like a little fence here or something? Yeah, I'm gonna do that, because why not? Crap. I remember playing this one game that had a cheap bootleg version of CSX. Like, instead of being called CSX, I think it was called like SFX for some reason. Could it be any more generic? But of course, there are some games that use their own custom railroads. Like if I remember, I think in Grand Theft Auto, I forgot what version it was, but they use like kind of their own version, like their own railroad. Fence-o-rama, yeah. Fence time. I mean, it makes sense to add a fence around the farm because, you know, it's a farm, so... Let's see. Anything else I should add? I'm gonna do some changes to the station here. swap the depot with something else. Yeah, this would work. Just generic Southern depot. There goes that crazy dog again. Does sounding like Eddie kill your throat? It used to, but it doesn't really bother me that much anymore. In vehicle spotting, you can either film or record a vehicle you're interested in. Huh. That's cool. I'm gonna add like a little concrete pathway here. If I even have any concrete paths. Looks like I don't. Nope. Ben Dorsey made some pretty nice stations from Trainz. You should check them out. Where can I find them? The SB6 time he had is a recording of 4449. Oh yeah, like the back in the 1980s when it had that high pressure Sergeant Civic 6 chime instead of its normal long Bell 3 chime. Here we go. That's a little thin, but maybe I'll just do it like this. I'll do it like this. I'll just add like little extra sections just to make things wider, just to make it look like it's wider. You know, because that works, I guess. And I'll just add like, I'll just add this and this. Just I guess that works. Download station. Well, where the station's called, because I might check them out later on. Oh god, this is gonna... Just sneak peek for Barry from the Michigan Rail Stories. He's gonna be like Eddie, but a little more gruff. So by like Eddie, do you mean that he's like gonna be not so caring about anything other than just one specific thing? Because that's basically what Eddie is. He just cares about the seaboard. No, I don't want to put it on. I'm not trying to put it on there. I'm trying to put it on the tracks. There. The Eddie character is kind of overused for me. Well, you see, I plan to have... Well, I guess to tell you the truth on this, I plan to have Eddie just be an exclusive character for Southeast Rail Stories when I first introduced him, but then... Of course... Frickin' Nicholas had to add him to Railsheim Valley and just completely mess him up. I didn't want to bring that up in this, but I guess I had to for this sake. Zach from Toronto Rails, which I did voice. Oh yeah, Zach and Zane. I remember having you voice Zach, and I was gonna have Zane. I had someone do Zane, and I planned to have Zach be kind of the hothead of the bunch. Eddie was going to be CSX SD4-2 number 8050 in my series. Well, Eddie's returning in North Valley Shoreline as Seaboard Coastline SD45-2 number 2047. He's in Greater Folkestone Rail Ventures. Yeah, I know that. But you see in GFRA, Eddie's portrayed about like how he's supposed to be portrayed, as in like not caring for anything else other than Seaboard and himself. But still someone who takes the liberty in his work at least. But of course now Eddie in real life, he's in jail, but oh well. I mean, he deserved it anyways. Yeah, basically. In Railfanning Valley, he's 8065. Yeah, that's where I remember. Yeah, Eddie. Yeah, the real Eddie. Yeah, he's in jail. He got busted. He was caught yelling at a bunch of kids, and I think as far as I remember, he was yelling at a bunch of little kids, and then some lady called the cops on him Eddie tried getting away, but the cops eventually caught him, and he was arrested. But I think what he really was arrested for is because he kept causing too many noise complaints, or something else. I don't exactly remember. That's just what I remember. Well, once again, he kind of had it coming because, you know, he's just had it coming. When I met Eddie, I only remember seeing him in real life roughly 5 times. He was he'd always, for one thing, he would always focus his attention on CSX, and then he would always focus his attention on the CSX line instead of Norfolk Southern, because of course the only one thing he cared about was just trying to see if he can find any Seaboard stuff. Because at that time, the CSX Spartanburg Yard had a lot of the Seaboard SD4-2s and -3s working. But I could also tell Eddie hated the Gevos and most modern equipment because, of course, they're not Seaboard. Hell, I even asked him about the Seaboard System sticker unit. He said he still hates it. Eddie's like Fred, yeah. Yeah, I remember asking Eddie about what he thinks about the Seaboard System sticker unit, and I think if I remember, he said something like that doesn't count because it's not real Seaboard. It should be a real Seaboard SD4-2 that should have that sticker. And I told him, well, Eddie, you know, they don't really use the SD4-2s for the road power anymore. He's like, yeah, so what? It should still be on an SD4-2, and I'm like, whatever. When I planned to do my first Trainz series of mine, I initially was going to do like, where's Seaboard at? Yeah, that's pretty much what he said all the time, is where's the Seaboard stuff at? In fact, I remember this one time, while waiting for Norfolk Southern, I think it was 212, I remember Eddie got there, and the first thing I heard from him is, all right, where's well, I think just to make it more fitting, I'm just gonna do it like this. I think he said something like, all right, where's all the Seaboard stuff? That's the first thing he said when he stepped out of his car. Yeah, and about that, I don't even think there's any Seaboard patch locomotives left. Yeah, there's none. I think the last one was a GP38-2. It still held the Seaboard paint for quite a long time, but then it got repainted. But well, unless you count that unless you count the Seaboard GP30 number 1030 down in Florida, operating for that short line railroad. Eddie be like, yay, Seaboard. I decided to drop Lily and Marie for my series. The two most overrated train series girls of all time, Lily and Marie. I'm gonna add some like old abandoned power poles through here. I never thought such a simple character would have, like Eddie, would have a crazy backstory. Yep. I'm telling you, Eddie was a guy that I actually knew in real life, and probably the biggest lunatic I met too. Well, one of the biggest lunatics. Nicholas. What difference is, like, Lily's Amtrak number 518 Pepsi can? Be glad you never got fussed at, because I remember I got fussed at for having, when I first started running Southeast Rail Stories, I remember I got fussed at because I had Lily as her old Tales in Springfield Railroad basis, and then I got fussed at by you-know-who. I always thought Eddie was a ripoff of Mike. No, he was a real lunatic I actually met. Cringulous, yeah. But of course now, once again, now Eddie's just in jail. I don't know how long he's going to be there for, but I think last I've heard about him is that he was going to have a trial or something. But I don't know when that's supposed to be, or if that's already occurred. But one thing I definitely know is that Eddie's never returning back to the Spartanburg Depot ever again. He's probably been banned from there because of that. What happened? Because the Spartanburg Depot is about the only place he'd ever go to railfan anyways, so I just joined in. What route are you building? Just a custom route, just adding some extra details. It's supposed to be a route based on my series, North Valley Short Line. That motor though. To be fair, when I see any GTW power, I would say yay GTW. Whenever Eddie yells in certain train series, it just cracks me up, yeah. Because that's about the only way he talks, is that he just screams at the top of his lungs. In fact, I remember a friend of mine sent me a video of a CSX local that came in, had an SD4-3, and I remember in that video, you could actually hear Eddie just going, ah! As you said, your series, your rules. Yeah, just do what you want with your series, because you know you own your series. Don't let nobody else put you down for it. Somebody be the new person to Trainz and make videos. It will happen one day. Yeah. I don't really expect my series North Valley Shoreline to get as big a reception as that one certain train series, which I shall not mention, managed to get somehow, but I'm just going to run it just because, you know, it's a passion. It works. That reminds me of both the Railsheim Valley and TOSR shorts called Behind the Screens. Ugh. I hate that short. I hated those shorts so much. because those shorts are just about nothing but cyberbullying. Eddie uses a megaphone to yell. Oh god. If Eddie used a megaphone to yell, he may as well just break that megaphone, because I swear he's probably the loudest person I met, because him screaming was probably like about as loud as, I don't know how to put it. Yeah, that's how I feel about my series as well, but it's just gotta see how far it'll get. Yeah. I don't know if I already mentioned this, but I'm just gonna mention it again, that my series, like the Christmas short that I just put out, that's a part of the non-canon shorts that I'm starting to run along with the series as well, where I call North Valley Shenanigans, where those shorts are completely fictional for one, and they're not meant to be serious. They're supposed to not make sense at all. They're meant to be silly and just ridiculous. I've been planning to had a Trainz series once where when I was on Valley change Lily Marie. I felt that I wouldn't be welcome. Behind the screens. Yeah. Don't know if I should I mention my problems with behind the screens here? You know what? I guess I will. The literal thing about behind the screens is the fact that it's just a big that whole short is just promoting. It's just promoting cyberbullying. That's all that short's about, is just cyberbullying. Nothing else. It's ridiculous. That's all I'm just gonna say about it. But the kinds of Rail series episodes I absolutely hated were the user had revenge. Oh yeah, the revenge shorts. Those things were ridiculous. Well, you see, I think a real revenge short would be like, instead of having your friends confront that certain locomotive, just go and, you know, get good revenge. You know what I mean? Pride of the UP is UP 4014 Scene Triumph series. Yeah, either BYS or TOSW. I think about bringing back. It's your choice. I remember before I started North Valley Shoreline, I actually considered to bring back Southeast Rail stories, but then I was like, no. In my opinion, TOSR have way too many characters and they're hard to tell apart. Honestly, that was not TOSR, that was Railsheim Valley. It's Railsheim Valley that had too many characters that were hard to tell apart. You see, to tell you the truth here, TOSR is not what some people say it is. Like, people only say it's bad all because of that one certain person I'm not going to mention here. But you see, the thing with it is the fact that he spreaded lies about the series, basically gaslighting the whole series just to get people to hate it. So TOSR was not as bad as you actually think. The revenge shorts are way too generic. Yeah, they were really stupid. Yeah. I'll be right back again. I got some more stuff too. Okay, take your time. But yeah, that's just what I'm just gonna tell you, is that TOSR is not what you think it is. It's just that one certain person I'm not gonna mention here who just gaslighted the entire series. And Rails of Pennsylvania and Ohio. Heh. I feel bad for Ben for the way Nicholas treated him. Yeah, I do too. Like, Ben doesn't really deserve any of that. In fact, in hindsight, he can't help it most of the time because of how he is. I actually enjoy TOSR more than Railsheim Valley. Yeah. TOSR was actually a pretty good, decent series, but then he had to come in and just screw it all up. I can recite Caramel Dancing word for word in Swedish. because Railside Valley 2SR both overplayed it. Ugh. Here, this is just something I want to say, is that the literal fact that honestly, to me, I mean, you can think what you want to think, but Caramel Dancing, the only reason I still listen to it sometimes is because it's a piece of internet nostalgia. Like, I remember, because don't forget that Caramel Dance was actually a really big internet meme back when it first came out. In fact, I think it still is today. Like that "all your base are belong to us" meme. It's still as relevant as it is. Speaking of that meme, I actually played that game, Zero Wing. It's a pretty fun game. Ben seems more open for criticism than Nicholas. Yeah, Ben really can actually... I think Ben can handle criticism better than how he can, because when you criticize him, he will just start an all-out war with you. Yeah, Caramel Dancing, it was originally an old Swedish song released back in 2003, I believe, but then a Nightcore version came out, which became more popular than the original version, just for internet memory. And I think even today it's still considered as one big piece of internet nostalgia, which, to be fair, I mean, it kind of is. Along with, once again, "all your base are belong to us" and amongst other memes. I had my first exposure to Caramel Dancing when I was 5 or 6. I first heard it when I was 5, I think. Yeah, I remember watching old Japanese train videos, and one of them was playing Caramel Dancing for some reason. Talking about Nicholas or FOHV, I mean, we're talking about it right now, but of course, you know, whatever. Should we just let Benjamin break free for whatever Nicholas is doing? I mean, that's actually up to Ben. You know, we can't just force Ben to do what he wants to do, what he does. That's entirely up to Ben. Let's just have him do what he wants. Plus, Ben's been through enough of being pushed around anyways. So, like, just don't forget this. Like, don't push it, you know? Just let Ben do what he wants. It's entirely up to him if he wants to leave Nicholas already or not. Although I wish he would. At least Ben doesn't claim things are ruined, yeah. You know, if some of you guys voice chat often on Discord, you know, I would tell you, like, a lot of things I know about what I witnessed on Discord VCs. If you guys ever want to voice chat with me, if you have me on Discord, just point that out. Just go ahead and... Nicholas doesn't like metal music. No, he doesn't, because he thinks it's too satanic. No joke. I feel bad for Ben. Yeah, Ben's really been through a lot. So let's not force Ben to leave Nicholas. That's entirely up to him. It's not up to us, it's up to him. What's your Discord? Here, I'll type it in the chat here. I'll type my Discord in chat here. Alright, see you later, Charteries Railfanning. Okay, I'm typing my Discord here in chat. There you go. Yeah, I'm not kidding with you here that Nicholas really hates metal music because he thinks it's too satanic. I mean, I don't listen to metal music that often, but I mean, I don't call it satanic because I know not all of it's... I mean, I know that one genre that is dedicated to, like, satanic metal, but I don't listen to that stuff. Because, I mean, I do respect, you know, how other people think, but for me, I'm a firm believer in God, so yeah, I don't listen to that kind of stuff. But once again, I mean, people think what they want to think, so you can decide. No, metal music is satanic. Yeah, that's what I just said. Like, I just don't listen to metal that often. I'm more of a rock and roll person. Lynyrd Skynyrd, yeah. Yeah, that's a really good guitar solo. I mean, I should know because I'm a guitar player. You gotta go. Okay, I'll see you later. GCR Productions. Yeah, truck manufacturers. Yeah. Do. I write black metal music. Yeah, I mean, I don't really write songs, but I want to write songs, but I just can't come up with good lyrics at all. Freebird's actually one of my favorite songs. Yeah, it's a great song. For me, I listen to every genre from rock and roll, like hard rock, rockabilly, and all that stuff. Like, I mentioned this before, but I'm a guitar player, and I can play the song. I can play the lead guitar to the Guns N' Roses song "Sweet Child O' Mine." If you guys want to hear it, I can pull down one of my guitars right now and give y'all a sample. Once it's out, I'll pester Nicholas about it. I have a Discord server, ACR. Huh, cool. Well, not really. Most of my lyrics are now esoteric and such. Yeah. Just for me, I'm that kind of person that as long as I think the song's good, then I'll enjoy it. I mean, I listen to random music, but just my favorite genre in general is just rock and roll. Just every genre of rock. Especially the Beatles and Rolling Stones and all the bands from the 60s that I especially like. But what I'm doing in North Valley Shortline for its music is that I'm not really gonna bother using like music such as like electro dance or whatever, because I think it's a little weird for a Trainz series to have electric music. Just what I think. So what I'm doing is that I'm adding bluegrass style music for North Valley, because I really think bluegrass screams, you know, what railroad music feels like. Just bluegrass and folk music. I like both those as well. Yeah, especially bluegrass, because my family is from Kentucky and stuff. Literally all my family members like bluegrass because we're from Kentucky. And or is that just what stereotypes say? Whatever. My favorite genres in general are R&B, soul, and rock. Yeah, my mom loves the Beatles. That's nice. You like to listen to 80s and 90s pop music. Yeah. Some of my favorite songs to listen to is Life as a Highway, the Beatles, 8 Days a Week, the Beatles' Ticket to Ride, Rolling Stones, You Can't Always Get What You Want, etc., etc. Do you like country music? Not really. Not really too big into country. But I do like folk music. People always confuse folk music as country music, but no, folk and country are two completely different genres. Same thing with bluegrass. I'm also into the Beatles. That's another fellow Beatles fan. I'm into many kinds of metal, especially extreme metal and Rolling Stones. Yeah. You know, the Beatles were one of the bands that kind of led into metal into what it is now. Like, they kind of are, not really. Like their song Helter Skelter, it was the first one. It's considered one of the first metal songs ever written, but it's not really entirely a metal song. But it just has the feel of a metal song. Really, I think the band that did invent metal was The Who, because around 1968 they released an album where it had a very, very hard track. It was considered the hardest music made at the time. I gotta go. I need to charge my phone. Okay, see you later. What's your opinion on AC/DC? They're okay. I might incorporate some metal music in my Trainz series at one point. Alright, you can do what you want. But again, just my opinion, I think bluegrass music's the perfect music for Trainz series. I mean, you can think what you want to think. Or you can do what you want. I'm not gonna judge. So far, I think this route's looking really good. I'm just adding some grass detail. You gotta go as well. Okay. I'll see you later. SPG before SU. And I think after I get this done, I'm gonna go and end the stream because I gotta go eat. So. See you later. I listen to Wario Mortals music and it makes me feel relaxed somehow. Huh. Never heard of that. But of course, for me, there's no other music I hate more than rap. I absolutely hate rap music with a burning passion. Hate rap music. Imagine adding that you're allergic to grass. RIP. I'm getting hungry and I'm sorry I couldn't join your live stream yesterday. That's fine. The irony is virtually hilarious. Besides, most instrumental music sort of not have copyrights on. Hey Spartanburg Railfanning Productions, how's it going? I can't find you for some reason. Well, did you type my... What do you mean, like you can't find me? Are you trying to add me on Discord? I actually write rap and hip-hop. I mean, respected. I mean, I respect you for that, but I just hate rap music with a burning passion. I absolutely don't like rap music at all. Just for me, I just don't like how rap's being incorporated today. Like, maybe back in then when it first came out, it would have been decent enough, but now just... rap, it just doesn't feel like how it was supposed to be. Worst commuter railroad? I don't know. I mean, some commuter railroads are good, but I can't think of one that's bad. The best rapper is Eminem. Like, Eminem's kind of the only rapper I actually respect because, honestly, I think it's hilarious about... He actually wrote a diss song making fun of most rappers today. Like, he wrote an entire diss track making fun of rappers today, which is kind of hilarious. Because once again, rap today just doesn't feel like how it should. One music genre I hate is K-pop. Yeah, I really don't like K-pop either. I mean, I just don't get why K-pop is... Well, what was I gonna... Oh, wait, no. I mean... Yeah, I know K-pop's kind of like the mainstream music today, but it just doesn't fit right at all. I mean, maybe to some it's okay, but to me it doesn't suit my taste for music. Plus, I'm really not a fan of that band called BTS because I don't know, I just don't like BTS. But one thing I do know about BTS is that they once covered a Beatles song, "Hey Jude," on a interview, but which I guess I guess is okay. I mean, at least they acknowledge that the Beatles exist. But for me, like, my biggest issues with rap music now is the fact that, with the way people write their rap music now, it just doesn't suit well. Like, they're always writing about drugs and stuff. Like drugs, getting drunk, staying like a just and they keep using the same sound samples over and over again, which get increasingly annoying. I like this song. What song? Hello, I'm loving life, enjoying my new gaming setup. That's nice. I'm not a fan of BTS. Yeah, I mean, at least respects to them because, well, actually, no, not really. I don't really have much respect to them. I mean, BTS is considered kind of the Beatles of 2020. 2020 and 2021, they're considered the Beatles of this modern era. Which I guess I can see why in some respects, but the other side, I kind of don't like. I kind of just don't like how they're considered that because, I mean, if John Lennon was still alive, I'm pretty sure he would look at BTS and he just wouldn't like them. If Korean pop is K-pop, does that mean Chinese rap is crap? That is true. I mean, I don't see how you're wrong. I also like to listen to Super Mario Galaxy's... Oh yeah, Super Mario Galaxy has an amazing soundtrack. Crap. Yeah. I agree. Yeah, rap music is horrible. Yeah. The biggest... Like I said, the biggest gripe with rap music is the fact that for me, is that the fact that they keep using the same sound samples over and over again. Like, they keep using that generic beat the beatboxing that they're using. It's so ridiculous. When a community talks about some band in Korea summons the most toxic community to ever exist, including hordes of people killing talented people's careers. Yeah. Help, I Need Somebody. Yeah, Help's a great song. Maybe the one thing that made the Beatles so popular was the fact that, one of the reasons why the Beatles were so popular was the fact that they started the British invasion of America, where a lot of British bands started showing up around America, like the Rolling Stones, the Who, I think, and others, Queen as well. Is it fine if I send a Spotify link to my Black Metal? Yeah, you can do. You can. I mean, if you can if you want. Just go ahead. Alright, that's looking good so far. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and stop right there for now. Save that. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here because I gotta go eat. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream, and so, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream, and as always,